welcome back to my channel. Today we're making an awesome, delicious flame broiled meatball sandwich. This one I'm sure you're gonna love. To start it off, I'm gonna get my spice blend ready. Here I have the sea salt, cumin, onion, garlic, and some chili powder. About a half a teaspoon of each. And I'm going to evenly mix this spice blend. These flavors just perfectly complement each other. And we're gonna add 1 egg into the mix. And I'm gonna stir this egg before I put it into our meat mix. And for our ground meat, I'll be using a mix of beef and lamb with about 10 to 20% of fat content. And this is when I'll add my egg. The egg will give that meat a solid structure. And I'm going to add the spices to infuse our meat with all that flavor. And I'm only using half of the spice blend because the other half will be putting into our sauce. And I'm going to mix that meat very well to make sure all the flavors get evenly incorporated. And now we're going to start making our meatballs. You want to make it about 2 to 3 inch in diameter. Now for this recipe, I'm using about 2 pounds of meat. And that gave me up to 10 meatballs. For this sandwich, I'm using a sesame seed bun. I'm going to coat it nicely with some olive oil before I toast it. Now on a medium-high heat, I'm going to put this on the pan for about 2 to 3 minutes each side. And that bun looks nice, golden and crisp, just the way I like it. And I'll put it on the side while we start on our meatballs. And with our pan still on medium-high, we're going to drizzle in some olive oil. And we're going to start putting in our meatballs. You want to sear it and get that Maillard reaction. We'll do about 3 to 4 minutes each side till it's nice and brown. And while that's searing on the inside, that fat is what's going to keep this meatball nice and juicy. We don't want it to dry out, so I wouldn't use a meatball that's too lean. After about 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to flip it to the other side. That brown golden color is what we're looking for. Alright, and once the other side is ready as well, we're going to put it to the side. And we're going to bring out our chef's torch. And we're going to flame broil these meatballs. We're going to get it nice and crisp and that flame broil flavor. And you want to make sure to keep that flame moving. We don't want to burn these. Just get that flame brûlée that we're looking for. And this one's just starting to smell incredible. I can't wait to take a bite out of this one. And once we're done with that side, we're going to flip it over and get the flame going on the other side as well. And for this side as well, we want to keep that flame moving. Now again, the ground beef that I use for these meatballs are a blend of beef and lamb. It's one of my favorite combinations. It gives it that perfect, savory, juicy flavor that I'm looking for. And it goes great, especially if you grill it or flame broil it. Alright, these are looking good, just about ready. We're going to put it to the side and let it rest, and we're going to start on our sauce. You could actually eat these right now, but it's best with the sandwich, especially with that perfect sauce that we're going to make for this. You guys are going to love this. So to start the sauce, first I'm going to dice up a whole sweet onion for this. You can use Vidalia or any type of onion that you like. And we're gonna go to my garden. I'm gonna be using fresh basil for this. I got Italian Genovese basil. I'll take about 4 leaves. It's going to be a perfect addition to our sauce. And you want to get this nicely chopped to make sure all that flavor of the basil gets accumulated into that sauce. And with our pan going on medium heat, we're going to utilize all those flavors that we have from the meatballs, toss in our onions, and caramelize them until they're nice and golden. Once our onions are nice, translucent, and caramelized, we're going to add in our tomato sauce, and I'm using crushed tomatoes for this one. And I'm going to give it a quick stir to make sure all those flavors are working nicely together. And I'll be adding the rest of our spice blend. And of course we can't leave out the garlic. We're going to squash a whole garlic into this sauce. And now we're going to add in our fresh Italian basil. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of honey to balance the acidity of the tomatoes. Alright, and once we incorporated all of our flavors together, we're going to add in the meatballs, and the smell coming out of the sauce is just wow. And once we got our meatballs in the sauce, we're going to cover it with the sauce as well, and we're going to leave it on a low simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, and it looks just about ready. It smells delicious. It looks beautiful. Let's get this on our buns. And we're going to start off with this tasty sauce. We're going to put it on each bun. And the size of these meatballs, I think I could try to fit 2 here. And I'm just in love with that deep red color. And voila! We got our perfect flame broiled savory meatball sandwich. This looks like a work of art. Now let's see how it tastes. Wow, this one is just delicious. It's sweet, savory, juicy. The meatballs are just perfectly soft, and that bun is not soggy. It's exactly the way I wanted it to come out. You guys got definitely give this one a try. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I got more recipes that you guys are gonna love. And definitely share this video. Thanks for watching.